Hello, good morning. You may hear serenade from Piper. This is a morning yap. It is Tuesday, March 3rd, not February 31st, although it could be February 31st. Hey, listen, I'm trying to get 100 Black musicians' names, however long it takes. Black history is all year round, right? So I think we're at about 10 to 15. So if you, okay, Piper, that's enough. So if you know any Black musicians, put them in the comments of this little yappy rap, wherever you're listening, and I will post the reel once we get to 100. Wow, Piper. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is, hold on. What I want to talk about today is this idea of who do we want? Good Lord, my mirror just fell. It's okay. We got it. Actually, I kind of like that setup. I'm never looking at the camera, but y'all don't need me to look at the camera. Anyway, okay, so I wanted to talk about today, on TikTok, there is this video going around of this woman who is extricating herself from MAGA and essentially she's getting, lots of stitches and lots of comments that are maybe, not so nice. Now, I don't want to focus on her as much as I want to ask, who do we want to be? And who do we want to be in the new world? And this goes back to the conversation that I've been having about exclusion versus inclusion and, who comes with us to the new world, who, is it hierarchical? Is it not? I don't think it's hierarchical, right? And also how we continue to have conversations and have community with people that maybe we once didn't agree with or don't, that are coming out of something that is pretty horrendous. And I don't think that it is helpful to shame continuously. I think that the purity test, and I've said this a million times on this very segment, the purity test, the litmus test, the challenges of you believed this 10 years ago, so clearly you could never believe anything else, and we're going to shame you for your beliefs, and how could you not know? Why aren't you smarter? And this belief that everybody gets the same information, right? Or everybody is raised the exact same way. It is just not true. We all have individual life experiences. We all live vastly different lives. And that is what makes us both human and beautiful, and also makes it hard for all of us to agree on how we get to the thing that we want to get to, right? I don't know what Piper's doing. Piper's all up in my face right now. And so, I don't want to focus on her. I want to focus once again on, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that welcomes people that have made mistakes or done things out of desperation? Do you want to be the person that shames? Do you want to be the person that excludes? Who do you want to be? Because at the end of the day, the way that we treat someone who is hurting, someone who is leaving eyes, yeah, you can put it on your eyes, someone who is leaving their community, right, that has held them, regardless of if we agree with it or not, right? Okay, hold on, baby. Regardless of if we agree with them or not, they're the people that are leaving MAGA, the people that are leaving the left, the people that are continuing to find a belonging in other places, right? Are we accepting of those people, or are we determined to hold their beliefs against them simply because of their life experience? People aren't all that dumb, right? And people, and again, it goes back to this idea that everyone is receiving the same information at the same time, which is just very simply not true, right? Very simply, not true. We all get different information at different times, and we all do different things with that information. And that's why it doesn't actually matter if the information is non-biased. It doesn't matter what communities we grew up in, because we are here now, right? We are here together, and we have to decide who we want to be individually, and then who we want to be as communities that are intersecting with other communities. And yes, we can question and we can, hold people accountable, but how do we move forward? How long do we hold them accountable for? How do we repair the harm that they may have caused by being a part of that community? Did they cause harm to anybody outside of that community? And how do we deal with it truly? Because once again, the way that we react affects us more than it affects the person that we're reacting towards. All right, y'all. What are you doing? Abolish ICE, ceasefire now in our hearts and in our minds and the world over. Make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. Joy is our revolution, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.